Ophelia's journey from darkness to light.
What you doing?
When Ophelia first came into their lives, she wasn't the bright, curious parrot you might imagine today. She was quiet, fragile, and painfully shy. You could notice it immediately whenever she was near her sisters. While the others chirped happily, fluttered their wings, and tried to connect, Ophelia froze. Her body tensed as if the world were too much. And then, almost without fail, she would run her tiny feet carrying her away in a desperate sprint.
Come on. Ready? Bang! Good girl! You deserve all the treats.
It's okay, baby, her caretakers would say gently, trying to reassure her. They just want to be your friends. But Ophelia didn't understand how to be a friend. She only knew fear and the urge to escape.
Ophelia, shut up. No. Ophelia, can you say shut up? Shut up. Shut up. Good girl. Who's a good girl?
The reason for her unease came from her past. Ophelia had been found in a dark room, locked inside a cage so small it barely allowed her to move. She wasn't alone. Several other birds were crammed in with her. There was no sunlight, no fresh air, no freedom. Her feathers were stained, dirty with droppings and bedding. She looked defeated, as though life had taught her not to expect kindness. That tiny cage wasn't a home. It was a prison, and it left marks that ran deeper than anyone could see.
Some of y'all might know her. Say hi. Good girl. Now she's a little different. If I turn on the vacuum, she will go hang upside down. So I will show you.
When she was rescued, her new family made her a promise. Things would be different now. They whispered safety into her days and filled her nights with gentle care. They spoke softly, handled her tenderly, and gave her the space she needed to believe in something new.
Spin. Good job. Spin. Good job.
The first time Ophelia let out a big yawn in her new home, it seemed like such a small thing. But it wasn't. It was a sign. It meant she felt comfortable enough to relax. She was beginning to trust. Soon after, she started leaning closer, asking quietly for attention. She wanted to be near voices, to feel the presence of hands, to know that someone was there.
This is Ophelia. Some of y'all might know her. Say hi. Good girl. Now she's a little different. If I turn on the vacuum, she will go hang upside down. So I will show you.
And then something magical happened. Because she spent so much time around humans, Ophelia began to mimic them. Her sweet little voice would burst out with cheerful highs. Sometimes it was one, sometimes several in a row, as though she couldn't hold back her excitement. She developed quirks, head tilts, playful feather flutters, gestures that made her seem almost human.
Uh-oh. Where are we? Hi, are we at the Home Depot?
Her caretakers adored it, but they also understood the truth. Ophelia needed to learn how to be a bird again. She had spent so long imitating humans that she didn't quite realize she had wings meant for the sky.
What was the goal of that? You just like to open cabinets? Wave. Hi.
The first challenge was teaching her to fly. Because of her life in confinement, she had no real experience. Her early attempts were clumsy short hops, awkward landings, frantic flaps, but her family cheered her on, never losing patience. They celebrated every small effort, and one day, she soared. Her wings stretched wide, her body lifted with grace, and she flew across the room.
Auntie, you
her? Yeah? That was an obvious no.
Ow.
Do you love Auntie? No?
It was breathtaking. Watching Ophelia take flight was like watching her soul awaken. The little bird who once lived in shadows was now dancing in the air. Every flutter of her wings was proof of her strength. Every glide a reminder that healing was possible.
It's dinner. Here you go. It's good.
The second challenge was even harder. Helping her connect with other birds. Social awkwardness was her greatest obstacle. While she no longer bolted in panic, she still hesitated. But this time, she didn't give up. With patience, her family gently guided her, allowing her to test the waters at her own pace. And little by little, she improved.
That wasn't nice. Why'd you do that?
Every day brought new progress. Ophelia was no longer the frightened creature from that tiny cage. She had transformed into a bright, curious, loving companion who greeted her people with joyful highs.
Do you love Auntie? No. You've shaken your head no every time I've asked you that.
Sometimes, when they called softly, "Come here, Ophelia. Hi, sweetheart," she would flutter toward them, eyes full of trust. In those quiet moments, it was clear she was no longer just surviving. She was thriving.
Stop doing that.
Ophelia's journey is a testament to patience, kindness, and second chances.
Is that your new
Healing
name?
doesn't happen overnight. It takes weeks, months, sometimes years. But with love, even the most broken spirits can learn to soar again.
Hi.
Her story reminds us that freedom matters, that every creature deserves safety, and that the smallest life can carry the biggest heart. If Ophelia's journey touched your heart, I invite you to stay connected. Like, subscribe, and share her story not for numbers, but because every life, no matter how small or feathered, deserves to be celebrated.
Ophelia,
Did you just open that down?
get the fuck out.
Ophelia's story isn't finished yet. She is still learning, still discovering, still becoming the bird she was always meant to be. And I, for one, cannot wait to see where her wings carry her next.
Our team works hard behind the scenes to find and share real-life stories that truly matter. Every video is crafted with care, carefully researched, edited with trusted sources, and always treated with the respect these stories deserve. What you see isn't just made to inspire, it's meant to be real and meaningful.